How's it going, everybody? James Nelson here. I'm with John Gil. Wanted to interview this gentleman about pickleball and just pick his brain and see where we're going to try to take this sport in the next couple of years and how we can help each other out. So, John.
Great to meet you, James. Thanks very much about this interview at pickleball, America's fastest growing sport. Even people from Australia come all this way to play this game over here, mate. But, the history, I've had a big history in martial arts and tennis, about 40 years of both of those, and teaching them and everything and playing competitively. And I discovered pickleball about 2.5 years ago when I permanently moved to America, my American wife, Victoria. And we got married in 2017 after coming here 24 years now, since 1998, competing in martial art tournaments, American black belts, USA nationals, and winning world championships and doing really well, having a lot of fun. Met a lot of great friends, and I've even met more through this wonderful game through pickleball. 2.5 years ago, January 2020. The back was a bit sore on the old hard courts back in California from playing tennis, so someone said try pickleball. Much easier on the body sport. And there it is behind us. And I thought, okay, I'll give that, it's a funny name, isn't it? Pickleball, where'd they get that one from? I'll give that a go. And it's amazing. It's just the most fun sport. I've never laughed so much in my life and had so much fun and met so many great people. I've met great people in martial arts and tennis as well, but pickleball, it's just been so friendly. I think it's because it's like a closer in sport and it's very friendly in that regard. And also what I've noticed about it is it can be competitive, but it's not, it's like, tennis where someone, I beat you 6-2, 6-1 kind of thing, Pickleball, you can't even remember half the time, or most of the time, who you beat and who you didn't. You just play all these games in a row. So it's not so personal as far as I beat you, I'm better than you kind of thing. It's amazing. It's just, and it evens itself out with the scoring system, only scoring points on the serve, and you get a lot more rallies, 9 shots per rally on average compared to 3 in tennis. A lot more time, less time in between, and a lot more people have laughs. So I say to my tennis friends, come on guys, have a laugh. If you're not going to have a laugh playing tennis, come and play pickleball and you will have a laugh. And we all know laughing is good for us. I've been a pretty happy guy all my life, but this has even made me happier.
I know these gentlemen, we have no idea why it's called pickleball.
Oh.
And I know you, so can you answer that question?
I certainly can. The original story was named after Pickles the dog, right? But according to the history of pickleball, Jennifer LaCour's book, and Steve Paranto, legend extraordinaire Hall of Famer, who I actually promoted only a few weeks ago back in Oregon, teaching seminars, clinics, they call it in pickleball. Seminars is martial arts. Clinics with Wes Gabelson, pro player. He clarified that it's named after pickle boat races or pickle boat back in Bainbridge Island in Washington, in Seattle, Washington, Bainbridge Island, back in 1965. A lot of people didn't know it's been around that long. So technically, it probably could have been called paddle tennis, but I think that was already made up. And now there's padel, P-A-D-E-L, with the glass walls. And there's just normal, midi tennis and stuff like that, and spec tennis, a bunch of others. But pickleball's unique with the wiffle ball and the 7-foot line known as the non-volley zone. So you can't actually step into that non-volley zone and hit the ball before it bounces. Once it bounces, you can. And that makes it pretty exciting because you're 14 feet away and you get these incredible rallies. Like, bah, 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 bah. It's like martial arts. Bah, 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 bah. These quick reflex rallies, like a knife and strike martial arts. Very related. So this is where it makes it unique. So you get a lot more rallies. It's hard to get past people because of the smaller court. So yeah, pickleball, maybe there's an alliteration there. And also, I think people like, the reason why the dog thing stuck a bit, maybe people like dogs more than they like boats. So they thought pickles a dog sounded good. But it is pickle boat races. They thought of pickle boat. Some people pickle boat crew or something. Bainbridge Island, Seattle, back in 1965. Okay. It was amazing. So it's just an incredible sport. Okay. And that's why I want to get into Olympics. This is from the 2000 Olympics Oz, and my goal after forming the World Pickleball Association as a company is to get this wonderful sport into the Olympic Games. Either as a demonstration sport in Los Angeles 2028, and hopefully a full medal sport into Australia, my country, 2032 in Brisbane, Australia, where pickleball is actually the most popular in Australia in that area. We had a big team come from that area, recently play the US Open. Mike Newell and the guys, in fact, him and his partner took the first 3 points off Ben and Colin Johns, the number one pair in the world. So there's a good good standard in Australia as well. And I'm actually going back for the Australian Championships in October, the week before my daughter's wedding. And I said to my daughter, she's very lucky it wasn't on the same day as a wedding. I might have had to miss a wedding. Dad! So it was amazing. So worked out pretty well actually. School reunion, Australian pickleball champs, and my daughter's wedding 3 weeks in a row, September, October.
Well, now, again, this is still a little ways away, but if you were trying to make this an Olympic sport, would there be a singles, doubles, mixed doubles, just as you could play now, or is it just specialized? What are you thinking?
I think, it's not me necessarily going to make it Olympic sport. I'm just going to try and put on a lot of tournaments, which I'm doing. USA Pickleball sanctioned and a whole bunch of world tournaments back in Australia, Asia, Europe in the future, and have my world champs at different countries. This year I'm going to have at the end of the year in America, where it started. Then early next year, 2023, in Australia, while I'm there actually, as well. So, and each year I'll put the world champs in a different place. Okay. Singles, men's doubles, hopefully mixed. It's probably similar to the tennis. Okay. They do in Olympics, and based on pretty much it comes from a tennis background, so pretty much what tennis does.
So it would be possible to be an Olympian for singles, doubles, and maybe mixed doubles in the game if the game can get to the Olympics. That would be possible.
Yeah, and also on a. Explain something else. There's now the myth that it's for older people, but originally probably yes, but now there's a lot of young people playing pickleball, and it's a professional circuit. Yeah. PPA, AAP, a whole bunch of professional circuits out there making pretty good money. Not as much as tennis at the moment, but I don't think it's going to take long before they get to that level around the world.
Yeah, you just need the sponsorship, you need the viewership, you just need the push to get it in more places, to get the visibility, to just get it out there. The sport will sell itself once people see it. That I feel like once people are more exposed to it, I think at that point, let the people decide. At that point.
Oh yeah, it's America's fastest growing sport, one of the world's fastest growing sport. It'll get there. It's just a matter of when. But I think those times there's a possibility actually. Okay. And also what the Olympic Committee got to realise, and I am going to contact them about this, is that a lot of college tennis players are from around the world. They come here and play college tennis to get a degree and make it in tennis. If they don't make it in the professional tennis tour, then now they're all coming to pickleball. Paris Todd just won. She was a great professional player, as in junior particularly, and now she's just won 3 events in a row. Pretty much all the pickleball players are from a pro tennis background, and they're from different countries. Okay. So the Olympics will be incredibly well represented. If it were. Yeah. So because of the college tennis system feeding into the professional pickleball. Okay. So there's no worries about representing every country. They will be there. Okay. Just because a country may not play as much as America, they've still got players living here that will represent that country. Oh yeah. So it'll be well represented. It won't be just an American thing. Okay. There's a lot of great players from a lot of different countries.
But I'm 39. I kind of like the idea of trying to be a 40-year-old Olympian. Yeah. In a sport that is growing, and it's and because I know most people who think about Olympics, you got to start young. You have to get the discipline young, but at the same time, to be able to give that opportunity to somebody who could potentially. You could see somebody still feasibly at a high level play even later in life. That to me, that draws me in even into the sport.
Oh, definitely doubles. I'm 60 and I can take on the 20-year-olds. That's right. And I've had 40 years of martial arts and tennis. My reflexes are pretty tuned. But there's certainly 20-year-olds. Yeah, pretty good. But I mean, you can do it. Yeah. And particularly in doubles, singles is a bit tougher. Yeah. You're running side to side. But doubles, you can compete at any age against anybody. And I play against 70, 80-year-olds who have incredible reflexes as well. Yeah. It's not like you start kind of doing this. They're amazing players. Yeah. So at any level, they could make it on this. And even some of the pro players now have only been playing pickleball. Yes, originally tennis background maybe.
Yeah, most of us are tennis.
But it took them like 2 years to get on a tour. 2 or 3 years to get on a professional tour. Now for tennis, it's more like about 15 years of practice. You have to start like 5, 6, 7 or 8. and then play like 15 years, 12, 13, 14, 15 years, then you might be lucky to get on the tour. Whereas pickleball, there's more opportunity to get on a tour earlier and less time. And learn the game a lot quicker. Tennis, I was a tennis coach before and martial art, but martial arts is just controlling your own body, but tennis was controlling a racket and a ball. Now, it literally took years. I was doing private lessons for people for years to make them, if they wanted to be a good tennis player, that is, so they could, socially they could play, but if they want to be a competition tournament player, I had them for years in squads and private coaching to get to that level. And they did if they trained, but it took years. Pickleball takes a couple of months just to learn it. Probably takes a few weeks to learn it. And then once you get the scoring system worked out, you're fine. And you can hit balls. I had beginners hitting balls and hitting 6-8 shots in a row their first time. Just you start with dinking, you make your way back, and it just increases it, just nice and easy. Get a feel for it, the ball and the paddle, and it's a really easy game to learn. Probably one of the easiest games and the most fun game you can have. I call it a fun game with a funny name. Pickleball. That's my motto for it. And I think I made that one up. I better check my Facebook, but I don't think I made that one up. Fun game with a funny name. Pickleball.
Okay. Not sure what else to ask. Is there anything? Is there anything you want to tell us?
Oh wow! I mean, it's just there's a bit of a joke about it being addictive, and people, like absolutely obsessed with this game, and it's like that. It's like that. I've had one guy that said, my wife doesn't let me play enough pickleball. I think I'll leave her. Hold on a second, mate. That's a little bit dramatic. First of all, get her into it, right? Get the family into it, and the kids can do it young age. And that's the beauty of it. Get them into it, and then they'll get, this is easy, and get them the right, get it gradually into it. Then they can do it as a family. Now, because of the underarm serve, a 10-year-old, 8-year-old can play with a 20-year-old. I mean, it's pretty safe because the ball goes safe. If you're really worried, you wear sunglasses or protective glasses if you're a bit worried. But generally, it's incredibly safe. When the pickleball hits you, it doesn't hurt. It's like, after 40 years of martial arts, it definitely doesn't hurt me, but it's a little sting. If I says, sorry, no worries, it didn't hurt, it's no big deal because it goes slower through the air and so it's a little sting. With a tennis ball, when they smash at you, that could hurt. That's where you duck out of the way. So in pickleball, you don't flinch, you stand there and just take it, But in tennis, oh no, they're about to crack in. So that tennis ball's much harder. So it's a family game. It's a game from the age of 4 or 5 to 100. And those people can play together, unlike other sports. Pretty much there's not many sports that a 6 or 8-year-old could play with a 60, 70-year-old, 50, 40-year-old, 20-year-old. Pretty much not many. Team sports is very difficult, soccer, whatever, very difficult. Even tennis, because the serve. The men do these big serves. And the points are over, and next thing you roll back there in the court, pick up the ball, and he serves again, you get aced. It's just no fun. Whereas pickleball's an underarm serve, as you can see in the background here. So it's just something for everybody. Pickleball, you lose weight, you get fit, you build your quads because you're squatting, you're stronger, you get fresh air. It's so socially adaptable. My phone is full of PB, pickleball, and someone's name, or pickleball certain area, and it's unbelievable. You make so many friends, and now I'm putting on tournaments. It's even getting bigger and bigger, the network, and I'm just loving it. And wow, I'm so happy. Bobby Frederick, thank you, my mate, for getting me into pickleball. He's the one who introduced me, Bobby, and the team since then with USA Pickleball, Karen and Linda and Marilyn and everybody at USA Pickleball has been fantastic with helping me out, getting these tournaments up and running, and now I'm putting on a team, some computer geniuses underneath me, young guys to follow me and do all this. All the computer work and putting the scores in, helping people, with the matches as a team. And we're going to put as many tournaments on as possible, including the Sacramento Open coming up. I've got the Los Angeles Championships coming up. Just had the Oregon Open recently, Southern California Championships, the Southern Oregon Championships, whole bunch of them. And now we've got Sacramento Open in this order, Los Angeles Championships, the Idaho State Championships, New York. Just got, New York State Championships. That's come out, which is exciting. And also some more in Sacramento as well. It'll be the California State Championships and the World Championships.
Where, in Sacramento?
I think I'm looking at it here at the beginning of December, the World Championships beginning of December.
Wow.
Yep, we got it. There's a 21 court complex available for that.
Okay.
And we get people from everywhere to come into Sacramento.
Thank you for letting us know
Yeah.
all of this. And
Pickleballtournaments.com. Check it out, or World Pickleball Association at gmail.com and World Pickleball Association Facebook and Instagram. John Gil, message me. If you want any information about pickleball, I'll help you out.
All right. Thank you, John.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
That's great, James. Thanks very much.
All right.
Okay.